Hi, welcome Aquarius to your December 2022 Astro and Tarot Forecast. My name is Madi. Just a little bit about today's reading. This is just a general reading, so take what resonates and discard the rest. There's no need to try and force or fit a narrative that doesn't truly fit with your situation. You'll know if these messages are for you. I will also be bringing in a bit of Reiki energy to help bring you a bit of support, love, and focus for this next month. I'm just going to clear the air, clear the cards, clear the stones with some sound. It will be loud. Get some crystal guidance. Quartz. And cinnabar. Very nice. Quartz is a beautiful clearing stone. Purity, renewal of the heart, renewal of love here with this little intentional quartz. Be renewing, clearing of old pain in the heart. And cinnabar. With that pink and white, also kind of really having that heartfelt or love connection focused stone. Stimulates emotional body. Assists in releasing anger and fear, assists in alchemy, helps to courageously face reality, balances sexual and reproductive issues, purifies the blood, helps with viral and bacterial infections, chakras, root, sacral, and third eye. Very nice. Most every single sign has gotten rooting or grounding stones for this month. There's a lot of Capricorn energy going on. The 6th and the 7th of Mercury and Venus moving into Capricorn, as well as the Capricorn new moon happening later on in the month before moving into its actual sign. Very work-oriented, very grounding. Aquarius, you may have been of service to others in some way. Maybe being of service to others, you have found yourself growing to new heights in yourself, as well as kind of healing relational wounds and issues. Growth through self-reflection and being on your own. Finding deeper levels of thankfulness and gratitude for the connections that you do have while you've focused in on yourself. And feeling impatient for something. Maybe a sense of confusion, a lack of clarity. Forgiveness. Understanding of healing. Forgiving some sense of grief. Making a decision finally to heal and to move forward and to expand the self. I feel like your self-expansion is a part of you grieving and a part of you moving past grief by finally allowing yourself to, begin to search for what makes you happy, for what makes you feel alive, or what makes you feel expansive and fulfilled. Definitely a sense, too, of learning how to communicate. You have the throat chakra, so ruling communication, self-expression, knowing your truth, owning your truth, expressing your truth, and finally maybe deciding, okay, it's time for me to do that. I need to do that now. Okay. Healing with the star. And persevering forward, kind of not giving up on some sort of situation of deep healing. Creating better rituals for yourself, kind of resting, focusing in. Definitely a time of healing, of kind of recuperating, figuring out, what kind of next steps you want to take. Feeling like you're at the beginning of a journey. Yeah, very strong energy of needing to make a decision in many areas of your life. Like it's time for you to begin doing specific things that maybe you've always known that you need to do. It's time for you. The trumpets are calling you to kind of raise yourself into your higher, way of being and doing what it is that, you need to do. Going inward with the Hermit, kind of figuring out what's most important for you, kind of reassessing the self, looking in, figuring out, okay, almost as if you're like an engine. You're like looking into the engine and being like, okay, what kind of needs to be oiled, what needs to be changed, what needs to be, taken out, replaced. There's a sense of kind of a clearing of the self, a clearing of the heart. Strength and justice, forward movement. Okay, fine, that's the last one. Yeah. Forward movement with the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords. Moving forward, letting things go, moving to a new phase of your selfhood, of your life, really feeling like you're reaching new plateaus of progress. You have major arcana, lots of major arcana here with Judgment, the Hermit, Strength, and Justice right here. Some sort of karmic lesson, some sort of, a consequence of the past. Here with the Strength, kind of gaining control of the self while looking in. Here with the Hermit. They're calling you to expand yourself. Something is finally pushing you. Your grief and the need to forgive is pushing you on a quest to go inward. And that's great, because you're gonna come out a whole new level of yourself. That's wonderful. Even experiencing kind of like divine intervention type situations where it's like everything falls into place, everything makes sense. Definitely gaining a bit more clarity, lots of blue as well. Self-expression, communication. Ego and the psyche. Yeah, kind of healing the parts of yourself that run rampant. I see with the strength kind of taming the ego, taming the parts of yourself that, you know, kind of run amok and you haven't realized, and there's no, you know, shame or anything in that. You just come to a point where you're like, okay, well, I don't really identify with these things anymore, so I'm just gonna, you know, clear them out. I'm gonna, I don't want to say fix it, but it's really about you finally making a decision to do that, to kind of, yeah, you're kind of shooting for the stars or shooting for higher goals, higher wishes, higher, you know, dreams. And like aligning yourself deeply with that. Reawakening the self, reawakening trust. And learning. Gnosis. Yeah. Right here we have Daemon. This really has that kind of devil energy, or being chained, shackled to something holding you back, and you're freeing yourself through kind of a purging of emotions. You see with that water, clearing. There's some sort of cleansing, purification ritual happening inside of yourself, of looking inward with this. Kind of looking towards spirituality, also with getting the Hermit and Quest. Maybe doing more research on how to connect with yourself more, step by step, building habits. And deciding maybe you want yummy abundance, you want the good, and deciding the goal, or kind of what you're shooting for, what you're reaching for, and figuring out how to get there, what you got to do to get there. Very nice. One more for Aquarius. Perfection. Okay, I'm going to draw two more. Perfection and self-worth. You may really benefit this month by focusing in on the lower parts of yourself, your sense of stability, your sense of groundedness, your sense of connection inside of yourself, and healing any emotions right there with your sacral, anything maybe trapped, stuck and stagnant, and also making you feel like you aren't enough, things that make you question. And these are like physical, it's very physical. It doesn't always need to be a thought, or a specific thought attached to it, but there's this general sense inside, like deep inside of your body, of maybe not feeling good enough in a specific situation, or just this general feeling of like non-belonging. And that's something that needs to be kind of tamed and looked at. Kind of forgiving the self, not being so, like a perfectionist, never feeling like you're good enough, kind of a thing, or maybe worrying that, you'll never live up to some sense of what other people want you to be, what you want you to be. Two of Wands, planning for the future, planning on ways of working, maybe working on yourself. And the Two of Swords as well. Yeah, this is a period of rest, of just kind of stopping, not necessarily needing to take action, but just kind of figuring out how you're going to work on things, how you're going to like begin to build whatever it is that you're wanting to build, either inside of yourself or, in your personal life. Whatever you're looking inwards to find or to figure out how to rise in your quest in doing that, whatever that may be, healing self-worth, searching for, abundance, healing scarcity mentality, making better decisions for yourself. So it's a really amazing month to kind of sit back and figure out how you want to move forward, especially once Mars retrograde begins to, in Gemini, moves forward. So right now we are in that a few different retrogrades kind of, I don't want to say holding us back, but preventing us from really being able to just go all in moving forward. Right now we're with especially lots of twos coming through, of needing to just stop for a second, to pause, to figure things out, to kind of plan how you want to begin moving forward. So very great energy, very healing energy. It seems like, you're ready to kind of make those decisions that you really know you need to and that you've really been wanting to do. So I'm super excited for you. And bringing a bit of support and love for you through any, challenge or whatever you go through this month. Is sending a bit of love. Kind of gentleness, healing that perfection, healing that, low feeling of self-worth, needing to always strive. But you can benefit not by being critical of yourself or over perfectionist, but by simply making those decisions that you need to do and just sticking with that. Oftentimes, like, inner criticizing mind is you just feeling like, or part of you trying to like nag you because you don't want to like take action. Once you take action, that anxiety goes away. That fear is just calling you to do something about it, and it looks like you're beginning to do something about it. Something big, something so amazing for your life that's going to bring wonderful growth and abundance. So with that, I wish you such an amazing December, so prosperous. And thank you for joining me. Until next time.